Good morning students, I am Govind Vyas from Cambridge Convent School, Bikaner. As you know, in the previous lecture, we discussed about something about energy. What was that something? That was the definition of energy, some unit of energy and some regular life examples of energy. Today we are going to discuss about the next in the energy, that is types of energy. In our syllabus there are some definition of some certain types of energy. What are those? Chemical energy, heat energy, electrical energy and three more. These types of energy are going to be discussed just about their definition and their some of the examples. Mechanical energy is will be discussed broadly because it is in our syllabus, its derivation, its numerical, something like that. So firstly, chemical energy. What is chemical energy? See its definition. The energy obtained by a chemical reaction. Energy obtained by a chemical reaction is known as chemical energy. How? Okay. There are some certain types of chemical reactions which when takes place they release some energy. Clear? And this release energy, if utilized by us humans, then this energy is known as chemical energy. Where does it happens? Example of our bike is will be very appropriate for this. How? There are fuels in our bikes, right? Okay. When fuel gets combusted by the spark or by the compression increasing the temperature, the fuel gets combusted. Fuel is a type of chemical. There are some hydrocarbons in that, right? Okay. Then what will happen when the fuel burns? When the fuel gets combusted, a chemical reaction takes place, and due to that reaction, lots of a huge amount of energy will be released, and that energy is used to run our vehicle. Clear? We utilize that energy. So fuel can be said to be a type of chemical energy. Clear? So we can write an example. Combustion of fuel, right? Okay. Now the next type of energy is heat energy. What about this? Let's see. Students, before we talk about the definition of heat energy, you must see some visualize the examples. Like there are two boys. There are three boys. One boy is standing, another boy is walking, and third boy is running. There are three cases. Three boys. One boy is standing. One boy is just walking very slowly and third boy is running very fast. There are three conditions. Now tell me, after some time, after take 2 or 3 or 5 minutes, 5 minutes later, what will happen? Whose body temperature will be more? The first boy who was standing, the second boy who was walking, or the third boy who was running at a great speed? What will happen? Whose temperature will be more? I know that your answer must be that the boy who was running, that boy's body temperature will be greatest. And what after that? The boy who was just walking, there also be some rise in its temperature, but little bit. And what about the first boy who was just standing? His body temperature may be said to be unchanged, right? So you must have got an idea that if an object moves, its body temperature gets increased, and if it is moving at a high speed, its body temperature will increase more, and if it is moving at a low speed, its body temperature will increase but not too much, right? Okay, that is the basic concept of heat energy. How? See, there are lots of objects around us in this room, in this world, in this universe, lots of objects around us. Every object is made up of certain types of particles, right? Every object, very teeny particles which cannot be seen by naked eyes. If you use a electron microscope or a very high quality microscope, you will see that these free particles, that these particles are moving at a speed, at a regular speed. Clear? And you know, when an object move, when an object is in motion, it is doing some speed, then its temperature will rise. Any object which has small particles, they always move, and if the particles are moving, their temperature will increase. Similarly, all the particles in an object are moving, then the temperature of the object will increase, right? So this is the definition of heat energy. What? The energy produced by the movement of small particles. The energy produced by the movement of small particles remaining, you will feel yourself, is known as, is called heat energy. Clear? If our body was moving, our body temperature increased, just like those three boys. If particles of object are moving, the temperature of the object will increase. Clear? You must be thinking that if the particles are moving, the temperature of object will increase, then how am I able to touch this marker comfortably if its temperature is increasing? Notice one thing, there are billions of particles in this particular marker. They are moving with some speed that may be very small. If particles are moving at a very low speed, then its temperature will not rise too much. So I have no uncomfort in touching this. But take this in mind, if particles are moving at a great speed, its temperature may rise at a very high value. Then I will not be able to touch it comfortably. Clear? Fine. Next, electrical energy. What is electrical energy? Take this definition. The energy produced due to movement of electric charges. The energy produced due to movement of electrical charges is known as electrical energy. Now what are electrical charges? Every object around us, every object in universe has small teeny particles. We have already discussed, and every object around us has some charges. By default, we have not inserted or taken out. By default, by natural way, every object have some charges, whom we know as positive charges plus, negative charges minus. There are two types of charges in every object. So these charges has a property. What property? That these charges can produce energy. Clear? If they are in stagnant position, another type of force or energy will be produced. If they are moving, another certain type of force or energy will be produced. So whatever just written here, if the charges are in motion, if the charges are moving, they produce a type of energy. This type of energy is known as electrical energy, electricity in basic general languages. And this electrical energy or electricity is used in all the apparatus around us which runs by current, electric current. Clear? When the charges are in motion, they produce a certain type of energy, electricity, which is used by running our electronic appliances, right? Fine. So this is the definition of electrical energy. Next is nuclear energy. What is the definition? I will write here. The energy produced by nuclear fission or nuclear fusion. The energy produced by nuclear fission or nuclear fission is known as nuclear energy. Now what are nuclear fission and now nuclear fusion? Okay, I am explaining you. There are many atoms around us. Every object has some certain types of atoms. Even our body also has some atoms. And what about atom? Atom is said to be like this, and it is a sure thing that there is a nucleus at the center of the atom which is positively charged. This is atom, and there is a nucleus inside every atom, right? And some nucleuses are very big in size and some nucleuses are very small, or I can say some nucleuses are heavy and some are very light in weight. Not that much heavy that I cannot lift this. Some relatively compared to each other, some nucleuses are heavy and some are light weighted. Okay, sometimes what happens that a high weighted or high energy nucleus breaks down into two smaller nucleus. A big nucleus breaks down into two small nucleus. This happens sometimes. And sometimes what happens, two small nucleuses, what happens with them? They combine and form one big nucleus. Two small nucleus join and make a big nucleus. There are two things happen. Either one big broke down into smaller ones, or smaller ones combined and made a bigger one. Clear? In these both cases, some energy is obtained, right? Some amount of energy, that is not actually some, that is a huge amount of energy. A huge amount of energy is obtained, and if this energy is used for our use known as nuclear energy. Where is it used? It is used in generating the electricity in nuclear power plants. For example, there is a nuclear power plant in the Kota city of Rajasthan, right? Okay. So nuclear energy is basically energy produced by nuclear processes. Those may be nuclear fission or nuclear fission. This is the nuclear energy. Now what about gravitational energy? What is gravitational energy? Take this example, note this. There is some effect of always height regarding the energy. How? Like there is an suppose that a boy is standing on the ground floor, and another boy, he is standing on the first floor. He has some small stone on within his hand. What he will do? He will throw the stone like this. He will throw the stone like this, and it may fall on the head of the boy who is standing on the ground floor. This is the first case. The ground floor boy will have some pain in his head, right? Another example. Now the boy who was standing on the first floor has gone to the second floor. From there, he will use the same stone. He will throw this. Again, it will fall on the boy standing on the ground floor. What will happen? In which case, the boy standing on the ground floor had more pain. At that time when the stone was thrown from the first floor, or at that time when the stone was thrown from the second floor? I know that your answer must be when the stone was thrown from the second floor. At that time the boy standing on the ground floor will feel more pain, right? So you must be clear that if the height is increased, something extra happens. What is that something extra? That something extra is gravitational energy. If you go at the more height, you are possessing more energy. What kind of energy is that? Because that is due to gravitation, so it is all known as gravitational energy. Take one another example. There is a maybe small mountain like thing of sand. There is something like sand. Okay, you have seen some small mountain like things of sand. There you have a coin in your hand. You are throwing on that particular sand like from a height. Clear? The coin will fall on the sand and make a hole of some depth. Now what you are doing? You are using the same coin and throwing that now from a height, a more height, what will happen? This time the coin will go deeper inside that particular small mountain of the sand, right? What just happened here? When you release the coin at a greater height, it went more deep, it went deeper. How? Because gravitational energy worked here, right? So it can be said the energy possessed by a body due to gravitation or due to height, because as the height increase, gravitation also increase. The energy possessed by a body due to gravitation is known as gravitational energy. Clear? It is quite similar to the potential energy, or it may be said to be equal to potential energy, because there is a role of height in potential energy also. We will discuss potential energy in the next lecture. Clear? Fine. Now what is mechanical energy? The last one for today. Mechanical energy is nothing but sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. If you are asked about the definition of mechanical energy, you will say the mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. Now what are kinetic energy and potential energy? We have not discussed them so far. There is a detailed study about both of these energies. So we shall study them in the next lecture. What will we study about them? The definition of kinetic energy, definition of potential energy, the derivations of both of them, kinetic and potential, and we will also do some numericals based on both of them. Fine. So this is for today, the types of energy. I hope it is clear to you. So if you are having any doubt regarding this, you can write in the comment section or direct contact our school. So like this channel, share and subscribe. Thank you.